Hello.
Hello.
Am I audible?
Good morning.
Very good morning.
Good
Let's
evening, I'm
wait.
sorry.
That's fine. Let's wait for others to join and we'll start.
Question.
Yes,
Am I
please.
in the right class?
I guess so. I guess you might have joined the right link, so you are in the right class.
It said CCNA something when I logged in.
No, it's a user there with the name of CCN.
Oh, NWCCNA is a user. Okay.
Yes. Hi. Very good evening, everyone. How's everyone?
Good
Hello.
evening.
How's
Good.
everyone?
Yeah, fine.
Good.
Good.
How about you?
I'm good too. Thank you for asking. So I guess you all are here for the CEH presentation and the demonstration, is it?
Correct. Yeah.
Perfect. So before we start, can I have a small introduction of yours? Like just the name and what you actually do, nothing else.
Mm, Hi, this is Chandan from this side.
Hi,
So
Chandan.
yeah, hi. I'm working as a security analyst in QoS
Mhm.
technology, past from 2 years, and I'm basically from Bangalore.
Perfect. What about others? Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Hi.
Hello. Hi. This is Prashant Sharma. Actually, I am working on micro segmentation technology,
Mhm.
and we are providing the network security in
Okay.
across the India.
Hello, Prashant. That's good.
Hi,
Correct.
I'm
What?
audible.
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. Okay.
Hi, Rick.
Hello, hi.
Can I have a small introduction of yours as well?
I am a I am a I guess you'd say a manager. We're Small VAR, the company that I currently work for, Small VAR, and we do project work and mostly around network, SD-WAN kind of stuff.
Okay, that's perfect. Anyone else who is currently present here and want to come up for the introduction, please? I insist. Hello. Anyone else? Okay, then let me introduce myself. My name is Abhijit Singh, and I have almost 8+ years of experience in pen testing and giving training all across the globe. I have been an author of 2 research papers and various white papers, plus one book, and I have been international speaker in couple of conferences held around the globe, just in the domain of cyber security and testing and finding new exploits and generating new exploits. So today I will be, for this session, will be demonstrating you all about the things which we are going to learn in the whole CEH course. Shall we proceed?
Yeah.
Perfect. Before proceeding towards the CEH course, let's talk, or let's have a small conversation about why CEH is required. Anyone? Why it is essential for us to go through the CEH course?
Basically, CEH, it's like ethical hacking. So trying to penetrate to an organization in an ethical way, with an authorized way. And to look for a vulnerability or any loopholes or any weak links in an organization before like attackers try to exploit it.
Exactly. Perfect explanation. See, when we talk about this whole of the CEH portion, CEH is certified ethical hacking, and here why it is necessary is because in today's time we are connected in the domain where each and everything is being transit online. Let's say if you want to purchase a candy, that candy you can pay just via QR code. If you want to send someone a message, hi, or even a mail, or you want to attach a very sensitive or critical file in a mail, you will be again sending via email. Okay, then it will be a sensitive data which will be transacting over the network from one system to another system. Or let's say even your personal information. For example, how many of you freely provides their information such as email address and contact number? Guys, how many of you do deliberately provide your information freely to others, like your email address, your contact number?
All the time.
All the time. Now that there is a small loophole. Why do you provide your email address and contact number to everyone? The thing is, because we want to communicate, that's true, but to everyone, no. You know what a person can actually do with your information, with your system? They can just grab further more information, as in, let me show you a small demonstration of how they can actually grab your whole information out of every single piece or every single bit of information you share. So is my screen visible to you guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so let's take a small example. So there is this small web application named as Appios. Appios is a tool which will help me in grabbing certain more information. It's a free of cost. So you just need to sign it up. And after signing it up, what you need to do is you need to wait. Sorry. You need to go through your mail for grabbing the whole information or idea for how you can actually, yes. how you can actually log into it. So it will send you a small link. Yeah, here it is. And click on sign it up. And I am able to use the specific website. So is anyone or can anyone be volunteer enough or voluntarily give me their email address just for once?
Yeah.
No, not since you told us that earlier.
Come again?
I said absolutely not, since you say it's not a good idea.
That's so thoughtful of you. But anyways, I won't hack into anything, but it's just for the demonstration purpose. Please, if possible,
Yeah.
anyone could be.
Can I give my email ID?
Yes, please, please,
Yeah.
please.
So Chandan Raj Aras dot CHAN.
Oh, just a minute.
Okay.
CHAN
DAN
DAN
RAJ
RE
A for Apple.
RA
J
J
for Jeep. URS
URS
dot C@gmail.com.
dot CH.
C@gmail.com.
Okay, dot C at gmail.com.
Yeah.
So I believe that's your email ID, is it?
Correct.
Perfect. So let me show you what a person can do. Very first thing a person can do is, have I been pawned? I guess it's been told by many other persons as well. So it's just a small overview. Like I can check out where actually your email addresses have been hacked. So what I will do is I will paste your email address here and I can search your information whether your Gmail has been hacked. Since it's giving me a red color, can you see how many places the data has been breaches?
Yeah. So 3 data breaches.
Exactly. First one in Canvas.
Okay. Oh,
May 2019. Your this information. Okay, you are a dog or pizza lover.
Yes.
Your information and Gadi. Okay, and your this information is completely visible to the hackers if they have got this database. But this thing is quite pretty much common and everyone displays it to you. But let me tell you why we are different in that case. So let's go to Appios. In Appios, I'm just gonna paste your email address. It says format is valid. Click on search. Now we need to again validate it whether we are human or not. Perfect. And yeah, it gave me some information. So Mr. Chandan, you haven't put any profile picture over your Gmail, is it?
Correct.
If I scroll down, I can grab the information about your Google contribution, that is map contribution, which says whatever the things you have contributed towards the Google. And let me say, okay, these are your pictures. Sometimes in the past you might have uploaded and might be certain reviews.
Yes.
Not too spacious, something. Okay.
For food kind of things.
Okay, just for the confirmation purpose.
Yeah.
Just for the confirmation purpose, can you please tell whether have we met before?
No.
No. Is it the first time we are communicating?
Yeah, of course.
And just via email address, I'm able to find only this information. Furthermore, if I'm supposed to scroll down, your Skype ID is there.
Yeah.
Okay. And okay, let me scroll down slow. Okay. You have just only registered your this email at google.com. You know, even you might have registered to www.xxx if you can understand that .com website. Those website will also be present here in the registration section. Okay. Apart from it, what other persons can do is they can go to phone. Okay, intelx.io. And again, I need to sign up there. It's taking a bit time. Okay. Let me use then another method for opening. Okay, so I need to sign up to this website, web application, that is intelx.io, which it means it's an intelligent information gathering. I'm just showing you a simple one phase of the things which we actually do in our day to day. I actually do when I am onto a testing project, or I am onto some project which includes doing certain penetration testing or doing certain legalized hacking. So these are one of the phase which is known as reconnaissance, or in simple words, information gathering. Okay, it's gonna take a bit of time. Okay, I guess the website is pretty much off. So meanwhile, let it open. Let me start with the things which we are supposed to. So these kind of things we perform in our day-to-day daily basis life, like on a regular basis. Like, let's say company has given me a small project where I need to perform a pen testing of a whole specific web application, regardlessly the scope of the web application, which means doesn't matter how much wide the web application is, doesn't mean how much big the web application is, how many subdomains the web application contains. I have to perform the steps for each and every sort of web application which I will be encountering. So it also means like whatever things which I'm going to teach you will be included inside the whole session which we are going to perform. So I don't know what happened to the website. So we'll come down to this website a bit later. But meanwhile, let's proceed towards what we are supposed to start with. So in CEH, my question was when we started, like, why CEH? CEH stands for Certified Ethical Hacking or Certified Ethical Hacker, where organization before hiring people like us checks out whether they have a specific skill set which is required for the person to whom we are going to hire or not. So in that case, they check out whether we have a CEH certificate or not. It's a basic certificate which everyone requires before entering into the domain of cybersecurity. Even I also am a certified ethical hacker, plus I am also an OSCP certified person. Every person you will meet in which who are in the domain of cybersecurity or performing pen testing, they will be, all of them will be certified ethical hackers. Got it? Now, what are the course content which is, or which we are going to go through the course, go through the whole session? That is, first thing is like introduction to ethical hacking, like what ethical hacking is, why ethical hackers are necessary, what sort of hackers are there all around the globe, and all such information. Let's say you might have heard about or watched any movie online, is it? In which there are hackers, they type so fast that no one can cop up with them. Like, I can recall many movies where I have seen a hacker doing certain things. Have you? Guys?
Can you go back for a moment?
Okay. Which one?
And yeah, and expand on your discussion about all people having the CEH as it relates to being in the security domain. I mean, practical
Mhm,
use of this certification, right?
mhm.
Is it only pen testing, or would can you expound on the security domain and how this certification would apply to doing other things other than pen testing?
That
Does that make
completely
sense?
depends. That completely depends. That partially makes sense, but your question is pretty much legit. The thing is, companies check for the skill set, but before going to the skill set, they will check whether you are specified certified ethical hacker or not. Which means, let's say, if I will be hiring person, I will, my first selecting criteria will be like person should be having that XYZ certificate. Then only I will proceed for checking other resumes. If some persons will be crossing that criteria or will be having that specific criteria, I will be selecting or hiring those persons. Regardlessly, whatever the position I am going through, or whatever the position I am offering inside the organization. Got it?
I believe so.
Why so?
Well, it sounds like you're saying that this is just the, one of the necessary certifications to have, and that you actually need additional skills to actually probably get in the door.
You can say that because 70% of the organizations are looking for the persons having CEH. There might be few companies where they actually don't check out for any certifications, they check out for the skills itself. But 70 to 85% of the companies are looking for the person who already have a valid CEH certification.
Okay.
Now moving towards what I was saying. Yeah, I guess you might have all watched certain movies in which hackers are there. So in movies, they actually show you some things like, or some things like they are typing so much fast that no one can cope up with them. They never had to press a delete key or backspace, or they never had to go through any kind of things. So they use a certain skins like this. Certain skins as in, like they use certain simulations like this where they just keep on scrolling and typing, and none of them are required to press any backspace. Let's say, let me open another one. Slash umbrella. Okay, can you see? Like I am just typing over here, and it's just giving me certain access to the specific things. And let's say after a couple of minutes, if I am going to press some another key, it's going to give me some other information. Let me show you. Okay, I guess it's okay. There is some, I guess, some interpretation of with my keyboard. They will show you certain informations or certain data, which is supposed to be just a minute. Slash umbrella. UMBRELLA. I don't know why pages are not opening. Okay, so let's say, for example, like they will be displayed with certain things like this, and whenever you press certain another keys, it's going to give you a specific pop-up which says either you have been accessed, or you have your access has been denied, like this. So you will be grabbing some another kind of prompts every time you will be going through these sort of websites. So in the very first module of your of your CEH, you will be showed, or you will be taught about all the different kind of hackers hacking, what kind of teamings or what kind of terminologies we are using. That will be a very basic building module. Then in the hacking process, there are 5 phases. Among first phases, information gathering, second is scanning, then gaining access, maintaining access, and covering traces. We'll be going through all these modules. Then we'll be going towards footprinting and reconnaissance. We will be gathering all sort of information. Then we'll be going through scanning the network, that is which what are the tools which can be used, what are the ports which are open, what are the services and the version of the services and operating system regarding to, or respectively, to the other devices present inside the network itself. Then enumeration. Enumeration means like to exploit or to enumerate what are the users, what are the privileges given to the users and the shares which are given to the users, and other more information which is required. Then we'll be going for vulnerability analysis. Vulnerability analysis means to analyze the vulnerability. What's the critical or CV access code? What's the CVE for that vulnerability? What's the scope? How much severity that vulnerability can be contained, and certain mitigations accordingly. Then we will be learning how systems can be hacked, and then how malwares can be set to us, and what other kind of malwares are there, with their practical examples in which we'll be performing and demonstrating each and every sort of malware. Then here comes the network sniffing, where we'll be using tools like TCP dump and Wireshark to sniff the network and check what sort of data has been transmitted inside the network itself. Then when these days you might be receiving certain emails or certain messages or SMS or text in your systems that you have been you have been awarded with a prize coupon of that much $1 million, and for that you need to submit 60,000 bucks or 70,000 bucks or a couple of hundreds of dollars so that we could send you the transfer money. That's something we call social engineering, which means hacking without coding or targeting your human mind just to grab or do your dirty work rather than you being doing them. So we'll be understanding social engineering, different ways of social engineering, and other stuff which is related to social engineering and how you can save yourself. Then DOS attacks, which means denial of service attack. Further, we'll be learning about session hijacking and evading IDS, IPS, and firewall. Just like you might have heard that a system has been secured from certain antivirus, anti-malware, some honeypots, some firewall, or a honeypot is kept at the very first security option or the very first security protection line for the network itself or for an organization. We'll be learning how we can actually bypass all these security precautions as a hacker. Then we'll be learning all about hacking web servers and hacking web application. These two things will be under something known as OWASP Top 10, which includes your SQL injection. OWASP Top 10 is an organization, OWASP is just an organization which works upon creating a list of 10 different attacks after every 3 to 4 years and can grab all of the information globally around the security precaution methods of web application. Then moving towards, which includes the SQL injection, which was the #1 attack, but now it's been deemed down to certain other attacks. Let's say it's on the third or fourth number, but we'll be learning the two latest lists of OWASP, which means 20 different attacks. Then scrolling down, we'll be learning about how to hack wireless networks, how to hack mobile platforms, how to get into IoT and hacking, and then cloud, and at the last, all about cryptography. So we'll be going through each and every of these topics one by one in a practical aspect rather than in a theoretical aspect. Got my point?
Yeah. So, Abhijit, I have one question. So,
Yes,
what
please.
exactly the geek typer and hacker typer.com is used for? Actually?
The geek typer and hacker typer.com are nothing but the simulators.
Okay.
Simulators like in movies they show you how a hacker types so fast with his closed eyes, one hand, and he can gain access of anything within fraction of seconds.
Okay. It's just a simulator just to showcase, right? It won't
Just
be
to
actually, it won't work in any mean. So, in penetrating or any such things. No.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's just a simulation. It's just to demonstrate how movies show you different aspect in a wrong manner.
Okay, just a visual effect kind of thing.
Exactly. I don't know the net is slow or what happened to the website. I am not pretty much sure. So got any more questions, guys?
We will be getting this recorded session right later.
Yes, you will be getting this recording session later. So
Hello.
these are all, yes, please.
Sir, two questions are there. Sir, first is there any prerequisite for this course? Like CEH, we need to learn first CompTIA security plus and then.
No, no. The answer to the question is no. We don't want anyone to go through any kind of prerequisite because we will be teaching you each and everything from the very scratch.
Okay, sir.
Are
Sir,
we going through CH exam practical? No, we are right now not going through CH exam practicals.
Or else, do we have any particular OS kind of thing we need to install in our system in prior to work it out? Is there any such things?
Will make you install, but in the session itself, because sometimes people also get confused how to install a virtual operating system in either VirtualBox or VMware. So I'll make sure you do it in a specific manner where we'll provide you the guide, a PDF guide, as well as a video graphical guide, which was created by me.
sir, is networking required for this?
If you want to go pretty much more deep, then yes, it is required, but not that much.
Okay, sir. So
I'm sorry,
not
what
of
was that question?
level,
Come again?
not of CCNA level.
No, not of CCNA level.
Okay, sir.
And what were you saying about practical exam?
No, someone asked a question, are we going to CH exam practice? Or practical? No, we are not, right now not going to the CH exam practical. We are going through the contents which we are going to study, and I will make sure that you have a very good hands-on on each and every topic.
So when we complete this, will we be prepared for the this certification exam?
Exactly, sir.
Okay.
Not only for this exam, but for the further interview questions as well.
Yeah, I'm still a little fuzzy on that, but when you
Mhm.
say interview questions, I mean, I'm not really clear on what type of roles that you'd apply for with a.
Okay, let me tell you what kind of roles we
Okay,
actually
and
apply for. Yes,
let
yes,
me
yes, yes,
also
yes.
let me also couch that in the discussion we had earlier where you said, you know, organizations are looking for folks to have, you know,
Mhm.
additional skills, right? So I'm not sure what skill sets they're
Okay,
also looking for.
don't get confused along with it. Let me explain why you are getting fuzzy. Let me
Okay,
make it a bit clear. First thing is
thank
like
you.
your first question was what was the first question? I almost forgot. The practical
What kind of role? What kind of
yeah,
role?
sorry, what kind of role? See, let's say I am a person who I have opened an organization where I am looking a person who can consult me about certain attacks and how that attacks can be mitigated. It's known as security consultant. Then there are certain roles like I want to analyze a web application, determine how the web application can be attacked and how can we mitigate. So I will be hiring a person who will do practical stuff as well. Third thing is I'm looking for a person who can perform web application penetration testing, which means they can legally hack into a web application, generate a report. Or I'm looking for a person who can do a malware analysis and tell me or generate a report for me. So it's not just a barrier or to clear a barrier that what kind of role. It depends upon company to company that I am looking for a person having a skill set or having knowledge in certified ethical hacking. So it is not necessary that only only CEH can qualify it, but most of the time people ask for CEH because it is one of the best exams of the world for getting entry into a corporate and learning one skill set in just multiple skill set in just one, like how malwares are working, how you can stop malware, how to catch a malware, how traffic is working inside the network, how SQL injection is working, how mobile platforms are working, how a Wi-Fi can be hacked, how wireless networks can be hacked. So all these skill sets will be shown to you and taught to you. So I guess you got the answer of the first question.
Yes. And go ahead.
Mhm. So the main thing is the roles isn't defined by this certification, but entry in various roles is defined by this certification. People who have this certification can apply for multiple roles. Let's say security consultant, security analyst. Some companies directly ask, we are looking for ethical hackers. So you can apply for those roles and
VAPT.
even exactly VAPT for VAPT. You can also apply for it. So now, second question was how to different. What are the different skill sets? Skill set as in the cyber is a very vast domain. There are multiple skill sets. One skill set is performing web application VAPT, performing network VAPT, performing IoT VAPT, performing rack taming, performing different what you call mobile application VAPT, or for doing different sort of compliance. These all are nothing but the skill sets. So there are various skill sets which you can actually learn. Got it now?
Yes. So let me ask you, just to dive a little deeper on that. So say a person's applying for a web application, pen
Mm-hmm.
testing and analysis and malware,
Mm-hmm.
all of that, right? Do you think those roles are agnostic when it comes to the operating system? Or does someone who's applying for that role also need to understand in detail the um, platform that the web application is being hosted on in order to do a
No, no,
thorough
no, no,
analysis?
no. See, let me give you a brief how organization actually work and hire. So let's say there is a security practice team in an organization that will be divided into various parts. One team will be looking for web application. Second team will be taking care of network security. Third team will be taking care of compliances. Fourth team will be taking care of just for malware analysis. So it depends upon the requirement and different skill sets a person acquires. So the perfect
Yeah,
answer is depending upon team to team or requirement to requirement, companies do hire.
got you.
Any further question, guys?
Yes. Hello, everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Thank you. So I am really appreciate your presentation. So I know, if you are testing, if you have plan to test wireless network or wired network, you need to have a clue about what you are going to test. Not only the testing tools, so the testing tools or penetration testing tools, you need to know your environment, the environment you are going to penetrate or test. So that there is no doubt for that. Even networking skill is very, very important. My background is from network and security,
Mm-hmm.
so I understand the question. The other person, the one he asked. So generally speaking, networking skill is very important. The reason why network contain network equipment, network software, and also hardware like client server communication or application, web server, everything is under network. So It's better to have always network understanding. So my question is back to my question. So what is the day-to-day activity, activity of the ethical hacker or pen tester? And on the day-to-day activity, what are the tools used in ethical hacking or pen testing, including the reporting tools, assessment tools, and penetration tools?
Okay, thanks for the supportive answer, but the question was related to the CEH. So in CEH, that much of networking is not required, but yes, in the real life VAPT, it is pretty much required. Then what are the day-to-day activities of a pen tester or a hacker depends upon the work. See, if I'm having a work, so I will be contributing my 100% on that specific project on what to hack, what to exploit, which vulnerability I need to be more focused upon, what are the web application exploits I need to work upon, how to mitigate them, how to do a specific reconnaissance. Then, when we don't have any sort of work, or we are not allocated with the project itself, in that case, we spend most of our time in learning about new tools, doing R&D about new tools, and performing some root cause analysis of certain exploitabilities, which means like we keep on increasing our knowledge from one domain to another domain.
Can I ask a question?
So, yeah, okay, go ahead. Yeah.
One person at a time, please.
Yeah, let me say one thing, and then I'll give the opportunity for others. So my question was, for example, when you get a project, so how long it will take, like ideal time, average time for one
I'd say
project, and
idle
what kind
time
of tools?
doesn't depends upon this thing. Let's say company says we had a compliance a couple of months later, so we need the thing to be done within couple of weeks, which means 14 days time we have. Now during that 14 days time, we need to define what are the green time zones, which means in which we can work. Okay, and what are the time zones in which we won't be able to work, because in an organization there might be critical things which will be running. Getting my point? Critical things as in certain critical APIs, certain critical payment gateways. So this thing is completely dependent. Let's say the last project, the long project I have worked upon was 2 months. And the shortest project in which I have worked was complete 3 days. So that depends upon the scope, what the client actually requires, and what sort of tool. See, this tool shortage completely depends upon hand-to-hand practice, which means when you will start working upon it, you will get to know what sort of tools are required, because we never stay on just one tool. We keep on migrating from one tool to another tool, but there are certain common tools which are there, like SQL map is there. Either you can use Zap or Burp, either you and multiple tools. You can use Amas, you can use Nmap, Metasploit is there. So it depends upon what scope you are looking into, and then you can decide the tools itself. So if someone
Thank you
says
so
these
much.
tools are required, so there are a couple of tools which can be used everywhere, but depending upon the width of the scope, your tool list keeps on changing and it always gets on increasing.
Aside from the tools, he was, I think it was Solomon, he was also asking, and I guess my question would be to piggyback what he was asking, what type of, because I don't recall the modules that you just went over specifically mentioning like reporting tools. Are there particular reporting tools, packages that you know, like pen tester uses once he's used the you know, Nmap, all these other tools that he uses, then he puts a report together to present to the client. Are there reporting
No.
packages?
In report, we don't give such information. We just stick towards the specific results which we have found or which was present in the whole project. Let's say if I'm able to find there are two ports open, among which one was vulnerable by XYZ vulnerability. So we'll give them a showcase. And after that, we'll give them a POC, that is proof of concept, and later on backing it up with remediation and mitigation methods.
Okay, so will we go over that as well? Like how you present that type of information to a client? Because in my line of work, we're
It will be there.
always,
It will be there. But I will give you an example with an example of the exact actual report which we usually present towards the client. So
okay,
there's a one real time report when we'll be going through report analysis and as well as packing up the whole. I will show you the exactly how reports are made and what are the things which we need to keep.
gotcha. Okay, great.
Okay, there is this one question from Mr. Dan Patel. How long is the course for? To be more accurate, more precisely, 30 days.
And are we
So
doing
it's a
those 30
weekend
days?
batches, right?
Come again?
It's a weekend batches, right? It's like a 30 days, like it has been
Okay,
divided into
for
yeah,
weekend batches, you can assume like
2 months.
okay, more or less like how can I say, like 8 to 10 weekends will be required, because weekend sessions will be pretty much long as compared to normal weekdays, like 4 hours per day or 3 to 4 hours per day.
Okay,
So
every
do
week
we,
will be on an average like 3 to 4 hours. It's on Saturdays and Sundays combined, or else on a single day.
Oh no, on a single day, 3 to 4 hours. Else, like we
Okay.
need to cover like 5 hours in the whole weekend.
5 hours minimum. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and one more
So
thing from my end
mhm.
is the regarding the time. Will it be on the same time, or else the timings
uh,
will be
it
changed?
it will be on the same time. There won't be any time shifting. So before the batch start, the respective counselors will communicate to you regarding the timing itself.
Because
So
it will
what?
be useful for us actually is if it is on noon or such things, because it may extend till 3 to 4 hours means, so it will be good
Mhm.
for us in that particular noon if it is noon.
So that will be to be more, you if you want to get more precise answer, the counselors will answer this thing once you will be communicating with them. Though in our case we never shifted the time. It's just once the batch has been created, so we won't be changing the time slots. That will be precise.
So,
So in that case, the counselors will be better able to answer you this thing.
so I have another question. If you guys
Yes,
finished,
please.
so there is information security department in most
Mhm.
companies. So what they do main thing is auditing and compliance. So what
See,
I mean,
auditing and compliance is a different department which comes under the security section, and VAPT is a different department.
yeah, I would like to know the difference between pen tester, because those auditors also they have a tools to access, the network or the server or any
Mm-hmm.
resource. So
Mm-hmm.
and then based on the findings, they recommend like change management or some kind of configuration change. So where is the place of pen testers in this scenario?
Okay. See, there is a whole big difference between a compliance person as well as a pen tester. In pen testing, we find out the vulnerability surface area, we hack into it, and we give them the patches. Whereas a compliance person will check about the configuration. In other terms, it's known as configuration assessment, where we will be checking about the whole vulnerable surface area and try to reduce it with the means of configuration itself by creating certain rules and policies. Let's say FTP. When we install FTP, anonymous FTP automatically installs. So that's the duty of a compliance person to test it out and to create a rule or create a specific configuration in the config file of FTP to reduce that, to minimize the login attempts as well as to remove this anonymous login. Whereas a hacker, what hacker will do, hacker will breach into it, check out how deep a person or how deep a hacker can go with the higher level of privileges, and then generate a report of it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I have a question on the
Please.
certification. So I think the CISSP is more focused on all the security domains. So it's a more intense certification, would you say,
See,
than the,
CISSP is good. I won't say that it is not good. Okay,
so is,
CISSP is pretty much good. It is what you call. It's more depend upon managerial working things, like how project manager would be taking care of different
okay.
technologies which came under for the security precautions and concepts.
Okay, so with the GIAC, I think it's called GIAC, is that equivalent or similar to the CEH? Or is that something
I
totally
won't be
different?
I won't be comparing the similarities like this way, because see, you will be finding contradiction. Every certification has got its own value,
Okay,
so I won't be answering to this thing. So I beg my pardon for it.
gotcha.
But actually for CISSP, there will be like a years criteria, right? Certain years must be like
I'm
the
not pretty
persons.
much. I'm not pretty much sure
So
about the
according to the
criteria.
actually like have seen it, they have
Mhm.
said at least like minimum 5 years of experience in a domain. So to complete this, actually.
To be
Ye-
honest, I don't know
Yeah,
about the criteria.
yeah. So CISSP to be certified, or you can take the exam, but to be like fully certified, gate like as a certified person, you need to have 5 year experience. Not only 5 years experience, after the exam and the qualification, once you satisfy the qualification, it takes up to like 9 months. You need to get someone to endorse you, someone who is he's certified in CISSP. So that's very different certification process. ICS square or something like that. So that's
Endorsed
also, yeah,
endorsed
that's
by
also
whom actually? Like if I able to finish the
by
CISSP,
CISSP. Yeah, and you need to have endorsed by CISSP. That's one of the difficult thing when it comes to that exam.
Guys. Sorry to interrupt, but right now we are looking into the CEH, not into CISSP. I
yeah,
beg my
so
pardon
it's
for
just
it.
Yeah,
on a
yeah.
curiosity basis. That's it. On a
Yeah,
curiosity
in
basis.
our domain, this curiosity is very good thing, to be honest. But
Yeah.
right now, I
Yeah.
beg my
Got you.
pardon. We should stick around CEH.
Okay, fine.
So,
Yeah, I
any
agree with that.
question
Yeah.
and any
Mhm.
question regarding this whole CEH course content or anything, I would definitely love to answer. Please go ahead.
And one more question from my end. So in this course, do you have any like do you touch this bug bounty things?
No, bug bounty is completely different from CEH, but I will give you small hints towards the bug bounty. I will help you out in
Okay.
performing the thing. So I can keep this promise of mine that I will give you small touch every in like whenever it is necessary for bug bounty.
Is it like a live bug bounty hunt or such things?
I can show you a couple of them. No worries
Okay,
at all.
that will be good
We'll be
because like
performing
what and all the
OWASP.
tools been used and how to proceed further from
That, that that's
starting.
that's a big area, but I will make sure you can start with your bug bounty as
Okay, then fine. Yeah, thank you.
well.
Hello.
So yes, please.
Yes, sir. One more question. Like, how is CES different from CompTIA Security Plus? And as a fresher, which will be more beneficial for me for starting career
For
in
the starting,
cybersecurity?
to be honest, you can either go for CompTIA Security Plus, you can go for CEH. Both are quite almost equivalent, but you will find a difference between the content itself. But if you're gonna ask me, so I would prefer to go for CEH, because first thing is like pocket friendly it is. Second thing is the CompTIA Security Plus will be completely theoretical aspect, whereas CEH will give you both theoretical and practical. But most of the CEH times are theoretical, but I believe to give it practical hands-on things. That's the major difference.
Okay, sir. Good.
I guess I have cleared everyone's doubt. So good so far. That's my belief. Perfect. So thank you guys for being a very wonderful audience. Please feel free to contact with your counselors for further more information regarding the batch timings, regarding your training timings, as well as whole other information. Hope to see you soon in the future. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks.
Toodles.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello.